internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of 24 Hours Script. Let's get right in today's video. Whoa, we got to take a step back. $250 trillion to be moved within the next 5 years. What is Citibank talking about? Shout out to 801 XRP for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be absolutely crazy. They're hiding this, and this video is going to just expose everything. This article that was published on their website, Citibank, Future of Cross-Border Payments, okay? Take a listen to this. Future of cross-border payments, who will be moving $250 trillion in the next 5 years? And we are over here talking about a $5 trillion market cap for XRP. We're talking about market cap. The value that is being moved within that $5 trillion market cap would be about $700 billion, which is absolutely nothing. And they're going to require escrow. They're hinting escrow. Folks, take a listen to this. And then we're going to get into Citi employee, the head of digital assets. And then it's about the Citi coin. You've seen the video, but I'm going to tie some videos to it. It's going to completely shock you. Future of cross-border payments, who will be moving $250 trillion in the next 5 years, September 2023. Take a listen to this. What remains uncertain is how various solutions will fit together. The Bank of International Settlements recently proposed a blueprint for a unified programmable ledger to knit together tokenized commercial bank money and assets, while the IMF presented a proposal for a cross-border payment and contracting platform based on reserves in escrow. Folks, are you ready for this? Are you ready to get mind blown? I'm going to reread this. What remains uncertain is how various solutions will fit together. Well, take a listen to Susan Friedman here from Ripple. This should give you the goosebumps because they know what's coming. They know every central bank needs to come on board and utilize the RippleNet technology. That is why Ripple is the only crypto company that is highly regulated right now, as per Jerome Powell. We're following the timeline.
The potentially fast and wide adoption of a global stablecoin, potentially a global currency governed only by the incentives of a private company, is something that will deserve and will receive the highest level of regulatory expectations.
And now take a listen to Susan Friedman talking about how these solutions are going to fit together. Wow.
Most countries that are exploring CBDCs currently are looking to solve specific domestic challenges. But ultimately, we think that each country is going to have to implement a holistic strategy in order to allow their CBDC to interact with global markets efficiently and ensure that they can scale and evolve to meet future requirements. Ultimately, we think that central banks, as they work on their individual projects, will need to come together to agree on some common standards and protocols. That will enable interoperability. And we think that they can do this while drawing on the knowledge and infrastructure that the private sector has to offer to accelerate these initiatives. But we're excited by what we're seeing, I think, on a global scale.
XRP is an efficient bridge between two assets, including stablecoins and CBDCs. It's neutral, it's jurisdictionless, it's censorship resistant. It doesn't have any central counterparty that you need to trust, so it can be used as a sort of universal bridge. And blockchains are what provide that level playing field so that banks and regulators can live in a multi-asset future without having to deal with hundreds of different APIs, hundreds of different controllers or different rule sets.
That is absolutely music to my ears, folks. And it gets even better. They say, for example, we may see a stablecoin on a public network backed by a CBDC held in escrow on a parallel private network, combining the assurance of central bank money with the interoperability of public networks. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna get even better. Ryan Rugg, head of digital assets at Citibank, and we know this, she worked at R3 for 4 years before coming on to Citibank, and she knows exactly what XRP and its digital asset XRP set out to do. And she even said it last month at Cybos 2023 in Toronto. Take a listen to this. And I'm gonna tie in Chris Larsen and a little collage together.
But our clients don't want a Citi token or another bank token. What they want is cross-bank, cross-border liquidity. So it's key that now that we have the infrastructure of the platform built internally, we work with like Regulated Liability Network and other participants about how do we solve these difficult issues as an industry. And there's still a lot of questions out there, but this FMI that RLN aspires to be is extremely positive. But our clients don't want a Citi token or another bank token. What they want is cross-bank, cross-border liquidity.
Is 10 years out on the financial crisis, we still don't have the infrastructure perhaps to prevent the next one. And I think this is where digital assets can really help, because an efficient digital asset can really solve some of the key problems in global liquidity. You know, the world's got trillions and trillions of dollars tied up in liquidity just to get around how clunky the movement of value is around the world. If with a really efficient digital asset, something like XRP, again, that's what we believe will be the most efficient, you can now reduce trillions and trillions of capital from being tied up. So you can make those transfers instantly as a bank or as a payment provider, as an enterprise, without having to have money pre-positioned all over the world.
So first you get the banks connected. They do what they're doing today better. Then they go, I want to do this in 100 countries, but I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for.
Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I gotta say. Pow, pow, pow. I can't comprehend anything anymore. Things are just about to get absolutely wild. And for a moment, I want to talk about, you know what, I may post a video on Rumble about the events that are taking place in the world, because there's images I can't share, but I can't believe what's going on. And the fact that it happened on their 50th anniversary or whatever, I didn't go that much into depth, but scary times ahead, folks. We got a war going on right now, and we got a brand new financial infrastructure coming out too. Isn't that crazy? Before 2008 happened, there were so many wars, a lot of tragic events happened in the world, and guess what? We're kind of reliving it again. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We will be back with another video. This article is on their website. Shout out to 801 XRP for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be absolutely crazy. They're talking about Escrow. Motherfucker. No fucking way.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.